I am so bleeping excited about the freedom to create that sits in front of me. Uh, So my name's Julie, and my career has been as a pediatric speech language pathologist. And I loved my job, but I was also realizing that it wasn't bringing me the same kind of passion and joy that it used to. Like there was something else wanting to be expressed through me. Before I started coaching, Shimrit spoke about your self-concept. Mine was very low. I internalized as a young person a lot of negative things, a lot it went straight through me and into my subconscious mind. So I had a very low self concept. And so that led me to my coping mechanism was to kind of hide and be small. And, I had a lot of shame. So I didn't want to be seen. And it brought me anxiety, it brought me depression, it brought me frustration, sadness, resentment, anger, a lot of negative emotions. And then I felt shame just for having those emotions. So it was like spiraling.
Mm,
And I started getting some coaching, which really helped me improve my self-concept. And that was my groundwork that I had when I did my first Sweet Spot workshop. When I did the first workshop, I loved it, but I wasn't quite ready. I was like, oh, it was probably a little scary for me. Like I could see that things could be very different for me. So it was after the second workshop that I signed up, and I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what my dream was. I thought maybe that it was coaching and to spread this word the way Shamrit and her team are. And I just started doing the work. And a couple months in, I sort of had this out of body experience. I was doing a lot of studying, a lot of listening and re-listening to the material and reading the books that Shimrit reads from and attending all the classes. And I could feel it sinking in. I could feel it going from my conscious mind into my body.
mm,
And one day, after I think I was reading Price Pritchett's U Squared, something clicked. It was like my understanding went to knowledge, went to belief, and was beginning to kind of shift over into faith. Like, I believe in this material enough that I'm going to take a leap. And the next morning, I asked for a meeting with my boss. I'd been at this job for 16 years. I'm still there. I have 5 more days of work. I resigned from that position in an out of body experience. It was like
mm.
my body was moving and drove my car to the office and sat down for a meeting, and the first thing I said to my boss was, "I can't even believe I'm doing this, what I'm doing right now." And she was like, "What's going on?" Um, so I did. I resigned. I had a wonderful job with great money, doing great service, and I just knew I had some other passion that was driving me now internally. It didn't even have to come from my head like, "Oh, I think I really want to do this." When you do the work and you internalize it and embody it, then your body begins to take the action. It's an internal drive. And that's what happened to me. And then I sort of got in my car and I drove home, and people are like, "You did what?" And, I was like, "I don't know. Yes, that's what I did, but I have this faith and, people don't understand, and that's okay." I had so much faith that it didn't matter if other people
Mm.
understood. Then I was like, "Okay, I'm going to be a life and mindset coach. What does a life and mindset coach do?" So I decided that I was going to teach a class. I was just going to teach a free class in my community, and I signed up for a big one. I was like, I'm going to do 8 weeks. I'm just going to start getting myself out there because I've been hiding in shame this whole time in my community. I've lived here a long time and I've been hiding, and I was like, I need to put myself out there and be seen. And so I taught a class at the library, 8 weeks long. Every Saturday I did it in person, and then I did it over Zoom so people all over could join. And tomorrow is my last class, and I am rolling out my coaching program, doing this assumption like act as if you are what you want. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm still doing it. I'm still what does a life and mindset coach do? And I'm just sort of taking those actions. Um, if someone had told me, you know, 4 months ago that I was going to quit my job of 16 years, that's all I've ever done as a speech language pathologist, I would have said, no way, that's crazy, because what the heck am I going to do? But I have confidence. I'm regaining my competence, just knowing that I can do what I set my mind to. I feel I always have had a drive to help people and be of service to people. And so this is still in that realm. It's just in a very different way from the past. And I am so bleeping excited about the freedom to create that sits in front of me. Because I was able to make that paradigm shift, I now fully believe and am the creator of my life. Every day, I get to make choices for what's in alignment with myself, what feels good, and what inspires me. And when I'm inspired, other people are inspired. Like Shimrit's opening today, very inspiring. That spreads. And so I'm in the middle of a leap of faith right now. I feel like I'm up in the air. Um, and I'm just focusing on the end result, not how am I going to land, what is all this like up in the air? It's just like, what's my landing going to be like? And so that's where I am right now.